Test. This one works great. Okay, let's go over. When you know certain things, that's always funny. I'll be that section, so we always make it together. Good morning, everyone. We got about 5 more minutes. Let's go over the trade from yesterday. I taken two trades yesterday. Hi. Yeah. Azul says hello to everybody. Like always. Our favorite mascot is always present. Yeah. Very good. Okay. So yesterday's trade. What did we do? Sometimes the market just does what it wants to do. So this was a trade from yesterday we took live on stream. It started at Asia high. We had a partial taken. We got stopped at break even afterwards, and then it hit full TP. The market just needed some more liquidity. So if you know the conditions of the market, then you can actually handle around it. If you want to learn more, just keep following me or join us, of course, in Discord. We made 0.6 on this one. We could have made a 1.2 R, but I kept it on 0.6. Now trading live again today, and we will see what happens. Okay, everybody give me a minute. I'm gonna go over everything and then we'll see what happens. Oké, ik zit helemaal niet in de zelfs. Ja, je moet maar leren altijd dat tijd komt, joh. De mensen weten het niet meer, hè. Dat is altijd hetzelfde. Het stopt dan weer even, het begint dan wel weer. Chill. First of all, need to journal this straight. I believe I did, actually. Okay, so we go over the trades, we will see what happens, and let's do this. Fun part is knowing what you're doing. Okay, so what did the market do? It came back, comes up. We probably will go higher today. We have still those inside candles, so we're still chopping. Nothing's yet done. It's just 9 o'clock. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Let's see what we made. For me, we took a high, so we made a break of structure to the upside. Took liquidity, we stopped an opening. That's Asia high. Low. Previous day high has been taken, so don't need it. We did end up actually making that what I wanted to see. So we actually came to that 25,000. That would have been full TP. That would have been a great trade, by the way. So indication was correctly. Market just needed some liquidity. This can happen. So even then, you need to be okay. We took some partials, or I did, anyways. So next up, we just then open. We took liquidity. We are making, this was a small break of structure to the upside, not huge. I prefer this one actually. This is way better. So this was a break, continuation. We did not yet retest this. So this was the full move. So retest would be around that 4 hour for value gap. So if we take out Asia high, there is a possibility that we go back to that 4 hour for value gap, just below us. Let's go to Forest Factory. Do we have news today? Ooh. We have some red folder news today. No, that's why the market moved. Trump spoke. 3 a.m. Let's see if the market did something. 3 a.m. the morning session. No, not that much. 4:30 we moved. We didn't have news then. So opening looks definitely strong. What's the hourly? So the hourly said, so make sure that you guys read the market clear. We're still ranging, people. So remember this one before we do anything. We are going sideways. So we're in a box, and as long as we're not out of it, we're still ranging. Doesn't matter what people think. This is what we're doing right now. So make sure you know which market condition we're in. There's a huge possibility now that we tap this for value gap and that it starts dropping, because we're above 75% of the highs. We are building up liquidity 1, 2, 3 at the highs. So we have tapped it 3 times now, only once at the bottom, but still looks like it can go both ways. So the market starts dropping here very fast after this for value gap of an hourly, a 30-minute for value gap just above it. So we will definitely tap it, and we have a 15-minute for value gap also. So this one is definitely holding a lot of value inside. Want to see how we act off of it once we tap it. Do we go for Asia high first and then continue lower? Perfectly fine too. So yesterday we taking 2 trades, 1 break even, and the other one was a 0.6. I got stopped after taking a partial. So we are tapping into that 1 hour for value gap right now. Let's take a look what ES is doing. About the same. So we definitely just going sideways. I'm still in this, so I didn't get stopped yet. This is just going sideways too. So I'm still aiming that Bitcoin goes back up to around, I want to see it hit at least 78 or 80,000 before going down to 48. So it will take up some liquidity before it drops further off. I don't see a drop immediately. Silver back at $90, looks great. Hope people bought some at 70 again. This is what I was expecting. Looks great. So let's see what this 5-minute does. So we're taking internal liquidity. So this is internal liquidity and also money, of course. We have a small void here, so I would prefer to see it hit this high. We don't always do it, but I would love to see it get hit that 25,100. So this is definitely on a 5-minute base, the changing character. I'm waiting for a 15-minute movement. So we're again inside two liquidities. We didn't take Asia low yet, and we didn't take Asia high yet. So be a bit patient now. Let's open to its thing, and we will be able to take a trade nicely off of it. But now we're inside two ranges, so we're not able to trade. Or I will not trade, anyways. I'm looking on a higher time frame. This was a BOS to the upside right here, but no retest. You can call this a new break of structure, but we didn't retest this yet. So I want to see a full retest into this 4-hour value gap. It can go all the way back to 24,900 something and then continue back up. This is what I would love to see. But same from yesterday. We're actually full correct on that trade that we took a long off right here. So this was the lowest I could take. We just didn't take out Asia at that point, and we had a 15-minute move back up. I tapped into this for value gap. We took a long immediately. I should have been a bit more patient until we had actually taken down low. I jumped in immediately after the tap. Asia high was first TP, and full TP was actually at a 25,000 round number that I put it at. We did eventually end up hitting it, but the market said, I just want a little bit more liquidity, so it took out London's low, and then it started rallying. And if this happens, just be okay with it, because we had an hourly for value gap just below it, and we never tapped it. I wanted to see it hit this one in the morning. This hourly. And after that hourly would have got a hit, I wanted to see this candle hit it, and then I was sure we're gonna move up. So we just had some sideways movement, got about it, tapped it. We moved again up, and then open came, and it took out everything. This is something that open can do. And it moves immediately your direction, and sometimes it just can take you back out. So be okay with it. You just have to be right enough. Not always, doesn't need to be. So 2 more minutes. Let's see what this ends up. Do we start dropping? Asia low, I want a long off of this then. Because this was actually the move. So we start from candle to body. So this was the highest part. So this is that 50%. That would be the 62. I don't think we have any smaller for value gaps down here, do we? Yeah, that 62 point level would be actually a point that I want to see it then reverse from back up. So breakup structure upside, bit sideways, moving down right here to that 62 level would be a great opportunity to take a long off back to the highs. So in that 4 hour, we have a 15-minute, an hourly, a 5-minute for value gap. So these for value gaps hold also a lot of value because they overlayer each other. That means that time frames go over each other onto the same for value gaps. That would be the ideal place to take a long off. If we take out Asia of low high first, let's see if we can see any other idea. Yeah, if we take out Asia high, we're gonna go all the way back to 25,300. So then we're gonna take a long. Yeah, so you have to see this as the first move fully down. We never hit that 50 level, so this was the first move fully down. We hit that 62, never that 78, so we can still go up. But always remember, continuation plays don't go accurate on sideways movements. This month on, I actually don't have to trade anymore this month. I'm on 10.6 R for this month with an 82% win rate. That's more than usually. And we only took like, I only took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I took 11 trades this month. If there was somewhere a 15-minute value gap like in here, I would take it, put my stop at this low and long off of it, but we don't have a value gap yet, so we have to be patient. The thing is, this one is not valid anymore, so we have a small fair value gap right here on the other side, then if the leg went up, but this one's not valid anymore because we took out the low. So this wick actually tapped them out. This looks like a shift to the upside at this moment. I'm gonna take my charger off my PC for a second, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to trade very long. So anybody new in trading, patience is a game in trading. So anybody new in here, I do log all my trades. So this is a full journal with every trade inside that I took live actually from July. I have another journal that has actually everything inside, but this is actually just changing character and moving back to the upside. So it's fully lively documented. Only live trades are in here. It's not, this one was not live. That's why it has a different color. Otherwise, so anybody that should have been here could have exactly the same like I did. Press the button. It looks like we're going up to this for Valley Gap. Let's see what happens afterwards. Do we take out Asia high, yes or no? If you have a strong shift down, I would recommend to short from it. So we have now a break of structure upside. So we could have a tap. Again, we have a 30-minute for Valley Gap, an hourly. This is a nice candle, by the way. We have news in 20 minutes. Not sure it will do anything. It's an orange folder. So I'm mainly trading break of structure or changing character and then move to the upside. I'm always patient for a retest of something and then we continue to move to the direction that we want to see ahead. So on a lower time frame, you can see this right here as a changing character right now. That was a retest, and then you have to see a break of structure follow that. If you see a break of structure after a changing character, that means that the market will continue in that direction. If you want to have an accurate time frame, 15 minutes is actually more than enough. You don't need to go lower unless those value gaps beneath 50% are actually in a lower time frame accurate. So what do I mean? If you take your fib tool and you took the highs and you see, okay, we didn't tap that 50 level on a 15-minute, we don't have a for value gap somewhere. Okay, then you can go down to like say the 5 minutes first and see if you have somewhere a 5-minute for value gap lower that we could have a tap on. Did we tap that hourly? Yeah, so we're inside that is this hourly. I would love to see it hit a little bit higher. So again, the reason I'm aiming actually for this 4-hour for value gap that we have right here is because we made a break of structure. This is the break of structure, people. Here is not a break of structure because we didn't retest this yet. So after the retest, then we can form a new break of structure. This is an internal liquidity. So it is possible that it takes that internal liquidity and then move lower term. So I'm being patient. I want to see what happens. So we're now trading into the 15-minute and the 5-minute fair value gap. So this is like the last point POI that the market will go change hands or gonna go straight for Asia high. So I'm gonna be a little bit patient and see what happens. If we do tap and I see a strong move back down, I'm gonna jump in a short. Then I'm not yet in anything, so I'm looking for shorts. So I would love to see this happen. We can stay at Asia high and then go back to this level. Not in anything yet, so not in a trade yet. Be patient. We don't jump in anything when the market is moving this rapidly. Let it do its thing. If the market goes, it will go to this level anyways. So it will come to here. This is a void and it will fill it up. So if the market wants to change hands, it will come to that level. Yeah, I'm gonna take that short here. So I'm at a short, manually handled. Stops at Asia high. I'm aiming for this 4-hour Asia low. If I'm incorrect and the market keeps moving, we will change hands. So short, stop, Asia high, aiming for Asia low. We do want to have a very fast reaction actually from here off. We can go all the way up, like I said, to 25,089. Once we hit this per value gap, I'm putting my stop at break even. So once we hit this level, that's between 25,048 and 25,042. And now let's do the market. Let's do its thing. I need to do social, so that's why I'm on my phone. I'm not a fan of doing it, but I have to. This is how people actually get to find us. Live trade today. We're in a short. Tomorrow will be updated what we will do. If you want to join, you're always welcome. It's live on YouTube today, so join us and we will see if we make it. No video. Can't you see me, Arjun? Can you see now? Thank you for telling me. Yeah, my screen, it looks great. So for me, I can see it. Let me take my other phone, other computer. Wanneer live kan ik in beeld. Daar typt toch niemand in, hè? Let me take a look if you can see me now. Taking my second computer. Oh, you can? Okay, great. Oh my god. I'm always has been black for like 7 minutes. If something is not going correctly, guys, just tell me. I can help, but if nobody tells me, I cannot help, of course. Thank you for mentioning it, Arjun. I do not always look with myself, okay? So I don't always have the time to open another computer. So again, once we hit this for value gap down here, I'm putting my stop straight at break even. I don't want to see it come back then. Because this you can look at this like, look, what did we do? We made a small break of structure, and this is like a retest of this 5-minute gap. So we do need to push through here immediately. Because this is a huge candle in 30 minutes, so this is a nice, actually very nice looking candle. The only reason why I took a short is I want to see it actually hit this 4-hour for value gap, so that we actually made a retest off of it, and I believe London will do this. And afterwards, New York will take over again, like we had yesterday, right here on this part. I wanted to see the market move up. First, we took a small shorts. The market did not hit our thing. I got stopped at break even. I took a long off of a 15-minute gap. I took a partial at break at actually Asia high. I wanted to see hit the 25K, but we didn't. It stopped halfway. So I got stopped at break even, actually this candle afterwards at 130. My entry was right here. So this was my entry at this level, at this candle. So I got stopped actually in this 130 candle. And then afterwards, we did hit that 1 hour for value gap margin afterwards. And then we started rallying up like I wanted to see in the morning session. But New York took over. And this is something you all need to be okay with. If you are a trader, you cannot always be correctly. I don't have to be always correct. Like I said, we can go up all the way to 25,089 before moving further down. So I still see the market able to come up to that high. I prefer not to, but it's still possible. So I'm not moving anything, I'm just leaving this like it is. And my stop is like a half point above Asia high. Yeah, if we stay ranging, this is the ideal place actually to go short. I'm not a fan of a ranged market, but yeah, you have to take the market like it comes. And everybody knows I don't always trade every day. Again, once we hit this 15-minute for value gap down here, if we hit it, I'm putting my stop at break even. I wanted to see it come back down to that level. Because if it does move from here back to the upside, we're gonna take out all the highs. We got news in 2 minutes. Let's see if this does something. Yeah, if this pushes us to Asia high, I'm okay with it too. But this could be a very clean trade. That was a 2.3 R. So definitely worth taking it. Hope everybody is doing correct. Good. Thanks, man. I appreciate the help. Yeah. So let's be patient. So 1 minute to news. I'm gonna get myself another cocoa and I'll be right back. If anybody is interested in, I made a small brochure. I'm not even sure if you call it like that. I made a small guide, actually. Let me share it. I made a small guide, actually. If you want to download it. You can actually download it for free right here. The link is actually in the description. Let me know if you find it interesting in reading it. And if it helps on making these things, because let me know if it helps you actually. How do I share the other button again? News did not do anything. I would have rather seen a fast reaction. I did not see the reaction I actually wanted to see. So this probably will be a not profitable trade. Just on the way the market acts right here. I wanted to see it hit once it opened up this candle and we came up back into it. I wanted to see it drop right here. Still just gonna let this trade do its thing. So always look at your surroundings. So if you watch the dailies, look at these dailies. This has been very choppy. Everybody can see it. It's just sideways inside candles, nothing actually special because highs didn't get taken and lows didn't always get taken. So these are inside candles. So the market is building up an amount of liquidity to push the market in a certain direction. On a higher time frame, we are still trading inside this daily fair value gap. So if you don't remember those things, make sure to keep them on your chart because we've been trading inside this daily fair value gap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days right now. So there is definitely some liquidity at that point. It's a possibility, Arjun. I just looking for confirmation, so I was just everything that I'm doing right now is just accurate to what I see happening. I want to see it drop to that 4 hour value gap. I want to see it take out the lower part of liquidity to move the market in actually London will take the lows. This is my idea for today. So the London will take the lows and New York will continue to the movement to the upsides. Because New York already took all liquidity yesterday from up and down, so it is already in profits with everything. So this could mean that London takes liquidity from here and continues the movement. But if we move up, we move up. This just looks like it. It's just following my plan. That's all what I'm doing. We made a small change in character. This was the full move down. This is a retest of it, so we should continue lower from here to Asia low. Even though those candles are rather big, I know, but once we drop, like I said, if we go to that 15-minute for value gap just below, I'm putting my stop at break even immediately. So if it's a risk-free trade then, and then we will see what happens afterwards. Yeah, we could go up all day too, but I don't mind. We can go up all the way, like I said, to 25,089 before moving down to. And if you trade with me, remember, it's only a trade. It's not what we make today or not make today that will determine the outcome by the end of the month. It's just one trade today. Yeah, if this hourly closes like this is gonna be a very nice hourly candle. We got 10 more minutes, and in about 10 minutes, it will show me its hand, definitely. For the next 5 minutes, it needs to drop. If it doesn't, that's gonna be our stop. So I want this candle right here to drop all the way back to 25,066 in the next 8 minutes, 9 minutes. I do need to get off at 10:30, something like that. I got a meeting at 11:30, so I definitely need to be a little bit prepared for that one. Just that everybody knows. But for now, we let the market do its thing. We will see what happens. You know, it's a probability game. Everybody that trades, remember, it's always a probability game. We got about 50%, a bit more than 50% that we're accurate. So anybody new to this channel, of my channel actually, I share a journal for this month. So I've not been trading that much. I'll just go over the ratings. So normally we got about around a 50, between a 53 and a 68% win rate. The last 2 months were actually a bit more than abnormal high. Actually, that's 80%. This is way bigger than average. So remember that we have an average, we got a 61% win rate. So that means that we have profits and non-profits. So be okay with it. 40% of the trades are not going to be okay. So, and I have been on a very nice win streak actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades after each other. So there is a possibility that this is correct, but that's okay. Be okay with it. It looks good. We got about 7 minutes and the market is actually going the way that I wanted to see it go. Make sure that you zoom out in time so that you don't get stuck on the lower time frames. I'm not trading the minutes, guys, so I'm trading only the 15-minute days, so it takes time before the market does what I wanted to see it do. It doesn't do this like in a minute or something. Yesterday's trade was from 10:30 to 1:30 p.m., so that was about a 3-hour trade. Yeah. If you want to learn this, if you want to learn the skill, just join enough. You'll be able to learn it from me. So here I do want to see the market continue to fall. And now, if you're not a person that can watch the screens and you don't like to watch it, don't watch it. We have done everything what we can. So then you can put your stop or your take profit at Asia low. And your stop, you can actually put it already at a wick. If it comes up, it will go all the way up. It should not come back up now. Because we're now heading actually, so in the lower time frames on the 15 minutes, we can see we had a small change in character upside. So we need to retest it. So this would be the retest. That's just why I want to see it hit this level. Look, that 50 level is here, so we didn't even hit it yet. So once we hit that 50 level, I'm putting my stop at break even, and then I want to see it continuing to drop. There's no reason to go back up then. If it keeps just going sideways, I prefer not to be in it. Especially if I'm only honest about everything. So I don't like sitting behind the charts and watching it either. So yesterday's trade, I was not behind it. I got an alarm once my first TP got hit. I put in my stop at break even and I closed the books again. That's the easiest way to trade, not watching it. Hallo Grim. Yeah, it's almost your time. Hey. It's almost your time. So he knows it's almost his time to take a walk. So he comes tells me time to get off. Asia low is just below 25,000, so that will be full TP for me. So that makes it almost a 2 order we can make. Make it Asia low, it's a little bit more than 2 order that you have. That's a definitely clean trade. So we do have a 30-minute Fair Valley Gap right now. So the next 30 minutes, if we drop and we tap this Fair Valley Gap, I'm gonna put my stop at entry 2. So again, it's 10 o'clock now. So once we hit this Fair Valley Gap, I'm gonna put my stop at entry 2. I'm not gonna be patient until we hit this low now. Because a half hour Fair Valley Gap goes above at 15 minutes. That's the reason why. My dog still wants to take a walk. If you're seeing him right now, you would be laughing. He's sitting on the table. So make sure that you have some clear rules if you're new to trading. One of those rules is definitely you have to have a max limit loss, guys. Also make sure that you have, after a win, that you close your books too. So those two rules actually always have to be in your process. So first of all, don't give more than 2 hours a day. That's one rule. Second rule is if you make a profit and it's above 1 hour, stop for that day. Just stop trading for that day. Make sure that those two rules are always implemented. That way you can keep your account very long and you'll be able to survive long enough to discover your own edge and how to trade and how to actually keep going over it. So we're an hour and 9 minutes in stream. Market is not super fast. Like always, it's London. So remember that market does not flush through. Again, once we hit that half hour for value gap, I'm putting my stop at my entry. If you want to stay in it and just take a small loss of your stop, you can put it at a wicks high. That would mean that you have a 14-point stop instead of a 32 points, 38 points. So that means half, no, a third. So that means minus 0 points, 33 or 0.3 if you keep it there. Will be a little bit more secure. So this is the half hour tap, stops at entry. If it comes back now, it's a risk-free trade, doesn't matter. I want to see it continuously drop now. This will be the only trade that I'll be taking today. And I still want to see it hit full TP. Yeah, if you want to have a little bit more safety net, you can put your stop like at this wicks too. That makes it, how many points that you have? It's 7.5 point stop. So it's actually almost nothing. There are no 5-minute for value gaps or anything, so the market should continue to go down right here. Not much that we could come back to, just a 3-minute candle right here, so no for value gaps in the 2 minutes. We tapped that little void right here and we continue to go down. This is the only place that we could react of. This was the same opposite one, a void that we had. So this is the last place that the market could change hands back to the upside. Then it took internal liquidity and then it moved back. But we're tapping into the half hour for value gap right now. This is the reason buy stops or enter. A little bit under my entry. And if you want to have a small profit, just take a partial. That way, it's actually a free trade. Yeah, if it moved back up, it came back to that 50 level. So again, fully transparency here. There are two things I don't like really is this half-hour candle, also an hourly candle, was a bit bigger than I actually wanted to see it happen. So I didn't want to see it this big, actually. I prefer something if we are for valley gaps that we see something like this. So we have a wick and we have a wick back into it. That this shows that there is not that much strength to push the market up. This indicates that the market definitely had some strength in it because it stayed inside that valley gap. But it's a risk-free trade today, so nothing given to the market. We can only get something from the market now. For the rest, let's see what the market brings us. I have a quick bathroom break. Be right back, guys, or everybody. So that was my entry that we touched one more time. So this will be a journal. Stop that entry. If you never have seen, we share it. So what do? We just place a new one, 23rd February 26. I entered the trade at 9:30. So I take it. You don't have to take the minutes exactly. So I just make 9:30 per 15 minutes or per 5 minutes. That's more than enough. And I got stopped at 10 o'clock, or around 10:10 actually. 10:10. I was in a short, and then you fill in what we see. So we had Shows lower time frame. Want to see. Go back to fair value of price. Market state at our entry for about 25 minutes. Move down in 30 minutes FEG, and then I put it stop to entry. Got stopped, market came back to my entry. That's B. So this is a 0.0. And then we take screenshots. If you move your stop a little bit higher and you're still in it, congrats. And that's the screenshot we put into it. So this is easy how to journal, guys. It's very, very easy. And now I have to tell everybody something. We do not, again, we do not re-enter this trade now. If you moved your stop and you were not happy by keeping it at this high, and you moved your stop to break even like mine, and we got stopped, you stay out of this trade. Otherwise, you should have left your stop at the highs and didn't move it. That's up to you, how you do it. I prefer if the market does not start moving in my direction strongly after hitting a 7-8 level. It should have moved already. Look, that was a 7-8 level multiple times. So, and it stays around here, but it should have moved already down. So look, this was a 7-8 level. We hit it. We had a fair value gap inside, and we stayed around this level constantly. So if we didn't move immediately, I prefer to be at break even rather fast. First of all, we're in a choppy market, guys. So if we are chopping, make sure that you know why. If this was a ranging market and we were actually moving in one direction constantly upwards, I would have been patient. Or if we were constantly moving downwards, I would have been more patient. The reason I'm not patient is because if we are moving in a certain direction, I prefer to be out of it. So that was a trade for today, not a profit, nothing good. I'm gonna leave it on. We will see at the end. Tomorrow I'll put so again. So I'll share my screen. So we do have an end result on trading too. So now start snapshot. So I took a snapshot of, I took actually a screenshot of it. And we have an end screenshot too. So that means tomorrow I'll put an extra screenshot inside that I know exactly what the market did. This is to review yourself so that you actually know if you did something too soon or moved stops too soon or anything else, that you can learn from it. And then go over it also. If you don't go over it, you're not much with it. If the market now starts dropping, I'm fine with it. This can happen. So anybody who has questions, it's about time to ask. I got about 15 more minutes. Like I said, I'm not jumping in another trade today. I will leave this open. I do want to have a long from this area, so I'll put an alarm on my screen Once we hit this area, I definitely want to take to look for longs from here off. A bit of an undecided market right here. I'm not in a trade. So we will know soon enough if this was a smart idea, yes or no. For me, I'm happy with my choice. So I would do this over and over again, the same movement that I did right now. And do I get stopped a bit more? Yes. Well, this keeps my win rate a lot higher and protects my capital a little bit more. The market moved up and then it just stopped. See, same here. So we came in a 4-hour based structure. This is actually the breakout structure that we made right here. So for 4 hour, we made here a breakout structure to the upside or a change in character. You can choose. So if this is the break, that would be the move. That would be the retest. So this would be the move. And that 50 level is exactly on that lower part. That would mean exactly the same movement. But not a fan of an hourly sideways movement, so I believe the market will push a bit more to the upside here. Okay, that would be it for me for today. No live trading. Tomorrow I'll be online the same time. I have time for tomorrow to trade one more time. So anybody that wants to join, you're welcome. We will see if we have some profits tomorrow. Like I said, I'm putting an alarm at the lower part. I want to take a long off of it back to the upside down. Not sure that I'll be able to share it. If I have time, I'll do it on Discord. I don't believe we actually broke orb yet, did we? 15 minutes was that was the 15 minute. Yeah, we never breached it, I believe. Yeah, right here. We came back, up, down. No, it's just undecided. So if anybody downloads that Get Funded, let me know how much you enjoyed it. It's in the description, actually, the link, if you want to. Give me a message how you liked it. There's a full strategy inside and a few rules that you actually should follow to get funded. to make it yourself a lot easier if you are actually knowing a lot about the markets, but then able to have consistent results. This will help you get those results. So I wish you all a very great trading session for the rest of London. Like I said, that was the only trade I would take. I need to have a meeting in about an hour from now, so a little bit preparation is needed for myself too. So enjoy the rest of your trading session, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. Exceptional, because normally I don't trade on Thursdays, but I have time. So I will see you all back on Thursday, and have a great day.